Roots is a new collection designed by Pearson Lloyd for Technion. It's a collection that really addresses a new demographic of younger businesses, younger people working in the office in a more flexible, more agile, and more technologically kind of motivated way.
Probably I'd describe Roots as a very easy to specify, easy to purchase, and easy to use collection of modern pieces of furniture which really respond to the most current work styles. So simplicity was a key driver, simplicity of function, but also simplicity in terms of understanding what you're buying. And with that, there was also the layer of flexibility and agility that we see expanding and really taking over most office landscapes. So specifically talking about agility, but also the kind of purchasing potential, we have, in terms of the flexibility, we have a tiny plastic pop-up stool which stacks, has wheels on, so you can have a bunch of 10 in the corner of a room and just go and grab one and scoot around on it, or you can grab 7 to 10 people together in a matter of seconds. They just go and grab one, and it takes a tiny footprint up. So this was sort of the ultimate expression of mobility. But we've also got a series of tables which are made out of tubular steel. They slot together and then they fix underneath the tabletop, which will go out flat pack. And they're really about taking things down to the bare essential, and realizing that with digital, mobile, computing power, we can have an untethered, much more mobile sort of approach towards the desking as well. And that allows us to compose things really quickly, change density. If we've got more people coming in, we can buy another product very, very easily, get it installed very, very quickly. There's nothing to sort of hardwire, and there's nothing to sort of bolt together. So we've got 2 or 3 elements in the range, and then we have a series of seating elements, which we've got one particular big lounge chair, which will also provide sort of space demarcation and a degree of shielding, but that uses a mesh technology with a very small amount of upholstery. So it gives a high degree of comfort, but with a very small material input. So I'm just kind of giving a few examples between mobility, easy to purchase, flat pack, and sustainability across the range.
The Roots collection is intentionally very simple to specify, very simple to order. You get it quickly, you self-install in many cases, and it's a collection of individual pieces that you can put together how you want and then rearrange later. So it's all about flexibility and agility. The collection is made up of a series of kind of individual elements. They're almost like individual characters that work together. You have very comfortable, soft, sort of inviting chairs. You have mobile, simple stools, very nice, calm tables. The collection is quite graphic and simple and easy to understand. And it's also quite fun. There's color, there's really good textures, there's great textiles. So that there's an energy in the collection. The things we're really excited about in the Roots collection is this blending between a feeling of real comfort and well-being, but also a feeling that this is creating spaces that I want to be productive in, that it's about performance and it's about energy. And blending those 2 things is something we're very pleased with.
I like the way the collection works together. It's eclectic. Although pieces are clearly designed to work together, they also have their own independent character. And I think the independence we find in the individual elements is something I really like in this collection. I wouldn't want to pin too much focus on that, but definitely the eclectic flexibility is the thing I'm most proud of. When we were designing Roots, we had a number of sort of target audiences in mind. I think what's great about Roots is there are different elements that will be absolutely applicable for everybody. But a primary focus was definitely the startup, small groups of people clubbing together, needing product that really provided real functionality. And so we were imagining, small studios anywhere from sort of 3 to 7 people, but with the potential for growing and adding to it as they move along. The flip side of that was more mature corporate organizations who also have a need for rapid change in terms of density, numbers of people, but also the type of work and team structure that they've got. And with quite a lot of existing systems, it's just too laboured making changes. So we wanted to build something that they could literally cherry pick out the elements that were going to facilitate rapid change and add that to their existing structure.
When we were working on Roots, we were really thinking about a new type of customer for Technion. That's small organizations, it's startups, it's companies of 20 to 30 people who don't have a lot of time or want to spend a lot of time in specifying that their floor plate. So it's about being easy to understand, easy to specify, and really addressing that kind of more agile, more youthful market in the world.